Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to 20 Gallon Extra High. Just to give you a touch-up update, how it's been. It's about 6.5 weeks since the tank has been started, and well, it's not doing too bad. It's not doing too good. The diatoms has come, as you can see. Actually, one day I set up where I turned on the lights, and it was about maybe 12 noon, and I accidentally left them on all night until I came home in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning the next day. So it developed an actual algae bloom. And as you know, that is not a good thing, because photosynthetic blooms at this point can overcome very easily. The tank is very vulnerable, very early in stage, does not have much protection. So yeah, leaving the light on at this stage, still considering the beginning, even though it's finishes nitrogen cycle and all that, leaving the lights on for a long period of time will cause a problem. Longer than average. A lot of people will leave it for about 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, and the tank will be fine. For other people, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours is enough for a bloom to occur. So anyways, that's that for that. So let's just look at the rock work and how the diatom has come. This rock, obviously, if you've seen my previous videos, is what cycled the whole tank. It was from my 55-gallon sump. As you can see, there's still a lot of sponges. I figured that maybe they'd die off by now, but hey, they're still strong. So yeah, I have a diatom bloom going on. As you can see, I put the torch in here so I can keep a better eye on him. Also, the tank is a little cloudy because we just did water change and maintenance on it. So pardon for a little cloudiness, I should have waited. But just to give you an example of how the tank is going, so you can see a little dimple there of somewhat of cyanobacteria started. And I am not happy with that, but I'll keep an eye on it, and that's the reason why this tank is in my room, so I can have more time when I come home from work. Although, I gotta keep the lights on check. So, I'm just showing you the tank in different angles, and how it's progressing. The parameters is somewhat okay, although it's not really that much needed. I only have a few frags there. But still, got a frag. Just with the first frag, you gotta make sure that your parameters are in check. My alkalinity is at 8.1. My calcium is at 400. I do not have a magnesium test. It expired. I need to get one. The temperature is at 79. The salinity is at 1.026. So everything in terms of parameters, it's okay. Phosphate is at 0.9, and I believe that's the reason why the outbreak. Not cyano. Could be also for the reason why it's maybe starting with that dimple there. The phosphate is at don't remember. I think it was 10, which is anything is enough to cause a problem with phosphate. My nitrates is at 10 ppm, so that's going down little by little. So anyways, back to the frags. This candy cane trumpet, actually all three branches or frags, has recovered very good since I put them in here. Maybe because I keep a more close eye on it. is recuperating pretty good. Versus the last video that I updated for you guys, they didn't look this plump, so that's a good thing. I'm happy how they're turning out to be. As you can see, the tentacles are out, means that, you know, it's at least healthy to try to retrieve food, and that's always a good thing. As you can see, just a little bit of torch. Now my green star polyps has already started to spread. It's GSPs are just famous for that. They're almost indestructible. I like how it's actually spreading onto that little rubber rock. I think that's the only amount that I would really want in this nano tank, just to fill out that rubber rock, and that's it. I don't want too much of him in this tank. As you can see, he's got nice flow, even though this is a 20 gallon high, 24 inches tall, with that with that Sunsun 800 power head. You know, the flow reaches throughout the whole entire tank, and I really thought it was overkill, but hey, it is what it is. As you can see now, the torch, you know, you can see its movement, so I know that it's getting movement definitely, but it's not as overkill as how it was doing in the 55. And could it be that it's been dying on me due to overturn or too much flow? It's a possibility, yes. Everything is a possibility when something is dying, and you have to investigate what that may be. So I'm gonna keep him here, keep him a close watch, make sure that he's not blown with the circulation. And this is my update for this tank, guys. I really hope that you like how it's coming out. I would love any suggestions of what first fish to put in this tank, and let's grow from there. Anyways, guys, you take care. Peace out.